Hello. Let's do the typical audio test. How does it sound? It's been a while since I've been live. Let me know, let me know. It's here. I was planning on doing like a live view throughout the day that showed the tracking info, but I was like, that's probably a good way to leak my address, so I did not do that. Plugging my phone in. All right, so what I have here today, the OLED, my trusty screwdriver, a bunch of tips because I know they changed the screws. So check this out, it's double-sided. So we better have the right thing. And we'll see. You know what? As long as it gets to you, that's fine. Because New Zealand looks really fun. I want to go there one day. Oh, I also have these. The usual. We got some tweezers. We got one of those plastic spudgers. This is actually not the like my favorite one. I'm trying to see. I don't know where the other one is. The one I like to use has a hook on the end. And it's kind of nice. This, we'll see. I may end up scrounging a little later. We also have 2 unreleased button sets. Hopefully they fit. So that's the whole deal with this stream today. I really hope they didn't revise the internals, or else I got a lot of work in front of me, which I already always do. So I'm assuming you guys can hear me. Can someone like throw a hi? I can hear you. The audio sounds fine. Is my voice too loud? Is the music too loud? Again, it's been a little bit. It's cool to stick with the LCD. That's what I did. Oh, they do? Do they actually fit well? Oh man, I hope so. Because that was a big concern, is like, do I have to redesign this stuff? You know, so since we've last talked, everybody, hello, a lot has happened. I kind of went dark for a little bit. I was heads down working on all the orders that came in after the Linus Tech Tips stuff. And around that time, personal shit. I also had a breakup. So I kind of laid low, you know, dug my head into work, and we are out on the other side. Things are good. There's a lot of, there's some cool changes coming up in January, but I don't quite want to reveal that yet. So we'll see. But it's good. It is good for Deckbuttons. It's probably choppy. Oh shit, Jake's here. Old shoes. I've known him since like we were young. Honestly, it's probably a little choppy because this computer's old and I'm running a bunch of shit on it. Let me close some tabs, maybe. Stuff I don't really need. Hopefully that will help. Video's hanging. I'm probably gonna upgrade this computer at the end of maybe early next year. We'll see. Because, hold on, let me try to close some more stuff. Maybe this will help. Yeah, it's showing its age. Close that. Oh man. All right. How we doing, OBS? You know, I'm gonna stop recording. That might be, I was gonna record this stream and then chop it up into like, you know, a separate like teardown video, so that I wouldn't have to re-record a teardown, but guess I gotta do more work. I just clicked stop recording, so let me know if that helps. I hope that helps. This is a problem with like, this is a, I'm reading. Can anyone, all right, let's see. What is the deal here? My internet is not the problem. Let's see. Oh, I am on Wi-Fi. Let me check my network preferences. Hold on, everybody. I'm turning off Wi-Fi. Maybe it's prioritizing that. All right, we are full Ethernet now. Let's see. What is happening? I hope I don't have to like redo this. What else can I close? I have OBS open. Stream delay, let me check. Settings. You guys know I'm not like a pro streamer, man. I'm looking for where the stream delay is. I think I had it on low. I'm gonna type this and say it. I was recording in OBS, and I'm hoping that gets rid of the delay. Just gonna like sit here for a sec, move around a little bit. Hopefully it's fixed. Let me know. I also had Wi-Fi on, but also Ethernet. Please let me know. It wouldn't be a Deckbuttons live stream without some like dumb tech problem in the beginning, huh? I feel like that's pretty common these days. I don't have a ton of things running. I could close Chrome. How are we now? Please be fixed. Please. Check out the handheld cam today. It's focused on the box. Now it's focused on me. Now the box. It's a little behind. I'm typing this, so it'll be quicker. I'll just sit here for a sec. Maybe have some coffee. I'll let the chat know. All right. Crossing my fingers this works. I'm poking through settings. Settings. for the video people once this catches up. I just typed, is it still terrible? I'm wondering if a full restart will fix this. Man, what is happening right now? My friend said that it sped up a tiny bit. All right. Let me close. All right, I got one more idea. If I close it, switching cam. I'm typing this and talking. So the new thing I added to this current stream was running something called EOS utility. It's so I can run multiple SLRs at the same time. And that's the new edition, and I'm wondering if that did it. Utility. The new edition. Let's see. Let's see here. What does this thing say? Open widget. Not receiving enough video. All right. I got a plan, and I don't know how to. Let's see. I'm looking. I just typed in the chat that I might restart it completely. I don't know what the bottleneck is here, though. Video. Output. I'm double checking here. This is so dumb. I'm sorry, guys. Every time I stream, there's like a little issue. This seems to be the biggest issue so far. Wait. I wonder what happened. What has changed? I'm just gonna leave it. All right. Let's sit for a sec. Oh my god. All right, if anyone knows OBS, what should my video bitrate be at for streaming? Right now it says 5100 kilobytes per second. So let me know. I'm just gonna sit for a sec because the chat is now saying good now and that it's better. So let's wait. I'm like hesitant to, I'll show here. This is the handheld cam. I'm hesitant to run this camera. Where is it? That's a Canon 5D up there with like a, I don't know what lens, 24-70, I think. And that was running through Canon software that I haven't used before this stream, and I'm wondering if that's what did it. So now we're on the side camera, but oh no, we're not on the side camera. Man, this stream is a mess. It'll get better. All right, so it seems like we're good. I was talking to you guys as if I was going through this handheld camera, which I'll switch to now. But we're back. So welcome everybody. Let's restart. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Here's the Steam Deck OLED limited edition in the box. Here's a knife. Shall we unbox it? I'm glad that just worked. I probably won't do the overhead cam then, which sucks because that is what caused a big delay here to get this going. Wow, welcome to the current 30 frames per second, which is, I wish it was 60. But anyway, let me see. I don't even think it's worth trying the overhead cam. I'm gonna have to like, we'll figure it out with the handheld cam for the unboxing. Hold on. I mean, I have a tripod. I'd have to switch the plate out. That'll work. All right. I'm gonna get a tripod plate. I'm gonna take it off of this. This is gonna be our unboxing camera now. Instead, this was just the handheld camera, but it's gonna have to do double duty today. 4 to 8K as usual. Okay, let me see if I can, I mean, I can up it. I have really fast internet here, so like that's not the problem. I'm like scared to up this. I'll make it like 6K. How about that? Apply. I really hope this doesn't ruin the stream. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly get a tripod plate for this guy so that I can at least like have a fake overhead cam. It sucks because like I threw an SLR in the ceiling, but you know, it wouldn't be live if there wasn't hiccups. So BRB, tripod plate, tripod, and then let's unbox this thing. Hello. So, this is a tripod. I think maybe I'll put it on the desk. We'll see. So anyway, how's everyone doing? If you're new here, thank you for coming and hanging out. If you're old here, I'm happy to see you. It's been a while. And like I said, yeah, I was like heads down, just like full on button mode. Also went through a breakup, so that wasn't fun. You know, you don't want to go live when you're like feeling bummy, so didn't do that. Some of you know. Keep in touch with a lot of you guys off the streams. All right, we gotta check it out. Oh wait, I didn't realize. Sorry, man, this is a mess. Yeah, tripod plate. Not my favorite setup, but they can't all be winners. Let me pop over here, check the chat. I want to get that Elgato prompter so it looks like I'm looking at you guys. That'd be nice. I'm about to like pull up my own. Okay, sorry. Now it says excellent connection, so I think we're good. I don't know what the deal was, but we're back. UK is tough. I'm gonna try to do that 2024. I have to talk to some people and figure out the whole what's it called? It's like a mess with people of my size because there's VAT, and then like you have to register with the UK, and then you have to tell them every single month, and it's for stuff under $120 or something US. It's like this weird number where it's like if I was selling stuff that was more expensive, it wouldn't matter, but because I'm not, it's a mess. So I'm gonna throw them on Etsy, I promise you. at some point. V, you gonna unbox your Steam Deck with me? Check this out. Now we have a handheld cam. Let's see. All right, cool. Yeah, so here it is. Yeah, this is, so I've had it down here for like a couple hours. And if you're like me, you get something new, you want to open it right away. But saved it for you guys. So here we are. Are you ready? All right. Interesting. Wait a sec. Oh my god, I think I got screwed. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is like what people talk about on Reddit. Is this the live stream from hell? A brick? Well, did they at least leave the nope. No charger. So how's your guys' OLED Steam Decks going? Well, today has changed a little bit. Now what? What do we do here? I'm like waiting for the chat to catch up a little bit. Guess I'll have some coffee. I'm just kidding. Here's an actual OLED box. I couldn't fake that for too long. This is the real deal. It feels like no one tampered with it. I just thought I'd have fun on the stream. All right, let's see. Where did the knife go? Anyway, let's get to the real unboxing. Hopefully I tricked some of you guys. Yeah, this is a real one. The tape looks fine. Ideally, the UPS thing, you know, people on Reddit have been talking about that happening, so I thought it'd be funny to prank you guys. So hopefully that worked, and I got you. Anyway, here is the real thing. Adjusting the camera. This is the actual unboxing of the Steam Deck OLED. You can see it before I do. Yeah, maybe not the best actor. I worked on TV shows, but there it is. I can't even see the screen right now. All right. Oh, interesting. They put the charger on this side. I think the charger is the same as the other ones, so I already have one here on my desk because I will, you know, do all that. Anyway, it's holographic now. I'm a sucker for that. Oh yeah, speaking of, I saw someone in chat mention the holos. They're really difficult to make. They take so much time. I tried to throw a batch of them in with the film I had left. I just ordered more, by the way. I tried to throw some in overnight, actually last night. You know, it's about to be Black Friday and all that. So I was like, can I get at least some of these out? They didn't really work too well. So the problem with them is they take a lot of time and then they don't always come out. There's a lot of like waste, I guess you would call it. Ben, I didn't know. I'm reading the chat. So yeah, holo. Let's say once the mad Christmas rush ends, I should actually go for it. All right, what are your thoughts on this? Do I peel this? Or do I try to slip it out of the case without it? I think I'd like to slip it out. Oh no. Well, let's tear this thing apart then. Someone has to leave and they want to see the SSD. So let's open it up. I'm slacking here. I'm taking forever. All right, we got the sleeve off. Boom. Let's switch to the handheld. Do a little bit of overhead. Boom. All right, we have that case. I know there's a way you can like take the tag off without breaking it. I'm gonna break it. Sorry, people that flip these things. I'm keeping it. I'm glad that they made the charger longer. So here's the new like outer case. It just has the orange and this. Here's the old. Or here's one of them from a 64 gig. I forget which one this is. This might be the original. They had the pull tab. The second one I bought didn't. Yep. So this is like the OG one. Anyway. OG. New OLED. It looks like the weaving on this is a little tighter. Oh, all right. So we got nice. And then a Velcro thing. And then we unzip. Interesting. Did I like, isn't there? Yeah. Hold on, I like rushed it. I like this. So actually traveling with my Steam Deck, I really like to not have it in that giant case, but I never bought anything to change that. So this will be cool. It's form-fitting, it looks good, smells nice, nice and new. And here we go. Wait a sec, what? Okay, this is like not a joke. This is not the limited edition one. Are you kidding me? Like, 100% not a joke. Hold on, let me find my email. It's supposed to have the orange accents and stuff. Yo, for real, like, I'm not even kidding. This isn't a joke. Valve. Thank you for your purchase. I don't want to like dox myself, so hold on. How do I do this without doxing? So here's my email. I don't know if you can see that. It says 1 terabyte OLED. I'm not gonna like scroll over because. All right, so now what? I mean, do I take it apart? Wait. Here's a question. You guys saw this happen live. Isn't this fancy case supposed to come with the terabyte one? I'm confused. This is like, I'm very confused. Isn't this piece supposed to, oh man. What is happening today? I mean, I have to contact Valve. Am I still allowed to take this thing apart? What do you guys think? I can't believe that this happened. Like, I'm plugging it in anyway. The screen looks nice regardless, but do I really have to oh my god. Well, I'm glad it was live. I could link them to this and be like, hey, I bought the terabyte. I mean, let's check the internals. I mean, again, I want the cool, pay for the cool one, so I want the cool one. But what is happening here? Yeah, what? I'm very confused here. We're preparing your items to ship. 1 terabyte OLED. All right, let's go through the setup real quick. Anyway, Because now I want to see what the internals are. Boom. Throwing in my... The screen looks really nice. Is this karma from, like, juking you guys that, like, oh no, someone stole it? Alright, now I'm very, like, confused because... I'm gonna go on my... I mean, it was 650 bucks. Isn't that the fancy one? All right, let's see. Did I just mess up? It was a very frantic day. Let's see. I really want the fancy one. I'm in my my Steam account details. There's a standard. Oh my god, did I just mess it up? Is that what happened? Well, hold on. I'm trying to find my, like, purchase history. Oh man, alright, well, that's annoying. That day was like, the store didn't work a bunch of times, so I'm wondering if I just didn't notice. Well, anyway, I might as well show you guys this. I made these for the limited edition version that I guess I didn't buy. Hold on. Let me check OBS which camera I got going. Anyway. Check them out. Let's do a nice little show. Anyway. I guess I'll have to figure that out. If they still have the limited fancy one, I'll just return this one and get the cool one. Anyway, so these are what I made for this. They're like transparent and orange and cool. And then the D-pad is like really cool. How will I show this? It's smoked, and then it also does this. So my goal here was I wanted them to be a little bit lighter than the LE, like the limited edition's smoked frame. And then this would stand out a little bit. And then have these, and then the accents. Boom, or boom, 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 boom. You get the idea. So, I'm gonna quickly check. I mean, someone will probably be able to tell me quicker than I can look. Did they sell out of the LE now? Let's see. I don't know if any of you guys encountered this, but that day was rough trying to get the OLED. I like had like alarms set, and I had this computer, and then I had a laptop set up too, and I was like, oh, and my phone on the Steam app, and I thought I added the right thing, but I must not have. Let's see. Get yours. It says it's available now. Oh my god, it is. Yep. Witty, you are correct. So I guess I'll just return this one and get that one. I'll buy it now just so it starts, you know, it's on the way. But damn, that's the one I wanted. Anyway, it's still cool. I'm not gonna like thrash this one, you know. I'll be careful. There's a firmware update. Let's do that. All right. I think Valve has good customer service, so that's fine. Anyway, back to it. I also made these. What do you think? They are orange transparent because someone reached out to me earlier. If you're here, say hello. Earlier in the week. And I was like, hold up, I'm shipping stuff. I'll get back to you and I'll show you some stuff. He wanted like transparent orange for his. And I made transparent orange, but they have a little bit of sparkle to them as well. They're pretty saturated orange. Orange is tough because it's in the same family as red, where they... What do they do? Red as a pigment does not... It's not easy to use. It's not easy to paint. It's not easy to do what I do because it doesn't cover that well. And you end up having to do a bunch of like little tricks to get it to be vibrant and whatever. So these are vibrant orange. Anyway, this is updating. I'm gonna order the limited edition one because that's annoying. I guess we'll still take this one apart. And then from there, here I gotta do the login thing on my phone. UK is coming. I used to sell stuff since like 2012, and then when the Brexit stuff happened, they made it really hard for people of my size to sell things, because if it's over like 120 bucks US or something, there's no worries. But if you sell things less, aka this stuff, I have to every month report to the UK and pay VAT and all this stuff, instead of like every other country where it's literally just like you guys pay VAT on import. So I don't like, how do I word this? I pay taxes and I do all the business stuff correctly, so it's just kind of tricky to do that for one, for UK right now. So I'm gonna, basically what the deal will be is they're gonna end up on Etsy, because Etsy deals with that stuff for you, which is cool. But due to the demand currently, I haven't had time to like make separate stock for you guys quite yet. I'm working on streamlining some stuff, and next year there's a big change with Deckbuttons in a good way. And hopefully that will help. So stay tuned. I appreciate you waiting. I think I had like PayPal linked to Steam and it like wasn't working, and that's usually how I just pay for Steam stuff. So that was annoying. Let's see. Hold on, I'm checking. I'm gonna try to buy this on stream so that it will come. Man, here I am thinking, oh man, I got it like really early. Whatever. We gotta roll with the punches around here. I will say that the screen itself looks freaking good. All right. That worked. Let's get one. All right, the limited edition is on its way. Anyway, once this is done doing this, I guess it's done doing that. I'm gonna log in real quick anyway. I don't know if anyone else had this trouble when they first bought, on launch day. But I kept having these problems where it would like log you out of your Steam account too, and that was rough. Thank you for your purchase. All right. Welcome to Steam Deck. It's telling me all these things. It's pretty wild. The Steam and the quick access menu buttons, they're a little clickier. They're much better than the very first one. Yeah, man, it's freaking tough selling things overseas. Japan, I tell people a month. It's usually under a month. Japan's pretty good. I've had some issues with Korea. I've had some issues with the Netherlands, I think. And a couple other countries. It's tough because international, especially around this time of year, like any shipping kind of sucks. So I tell everyone, just be patient. Gotta have coffee. Anyway, this is all set up and good to go. So let's take it apart very carefully. I'm glad they switched the screws around. Oh wait, I realized, I forgot. In here I can make a poll. Let's start a poll here. Which buttons All right, I'm starting a poll. As I tear this down, vote which one. Vote which one you want. I always forget which camera I have live. Anyway, let's do this. They probably would be. Yeah, it's like, I feel like our culture now is so like, everyone wants to scalp everything all the time. So there was people that were mad that the LE like didn't sell out. And it's like, how are you mad about this? Valve's doing something cool. But I guess that's just part of it. All right, here we go. We got the right tip. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit. Oh, here's something that might be fun. Because this is the other Steam Deck, which I never keep the screws on. We can easily compare the backs. I will set this aside and let's keep it moving. I can't believe that they made like a terabyte one and then they made a limited one that was on a separate page and I just completely missed it. Like many of you, I was very like frantically trying to do that. Yeah, to get any of them. I put the like standard edition in my cart and then they said like there's a wait list or something. It was like this weird error. So then I like put what I thought was a limited edition one in, and oh well, man, I was hoping to, I really wanted to see what that looked like, but we'll wait. Be patient. Maybe you guys will get another stream. So, what else has been new? Let's see. I've been staying up till like 2 in the morning, just like working on all this stuff. I'm in like full on, this happens every year with running your own e-commerce store. Like this time of year is just so busy. I always like equate it, like people get super excited about the Super Bowl. And it's like my version of that. It's like time to just go crazy. So yeah, all my I basically have to like bail on friends all the time. You know, everyone knows by this point. It's like, if I see you by the end of the year, that'll be cool. Come on. This one's stuck. I'm glad they switched the screws, even though I don't really use these screws in my day-to-day. I leave them out. And again, I'm gonna treat this one very careful because I would like to get the other one. The first time you do this, it's always like, feels like you're breaking something. They're just pressure clips. So how many of you are tuning in for the first time? Hopefully you're entertained. How many of you felt tricked when I opened the brick? Here we go. All right, set that aside. here is the internals of the not limited edition, Steam Deck OLED. And if you want to compare it to my standard is on the bottom and OLED on the top. I'm trying to, there. What do you think? The fan looks nice. I mean, the whole thing looks nice. They did a lot of like, made everything sleek looking. All right, now I'm gonna look at it instead of looking at it through a camera. So I know that they changed the triggers area. I'm wondering if I can do this. Here, I have an idea. If the cable's long enough, it's not. I was gonna try to do it so it's like my POV. Just bear with me on this stream. I really I feel like I need to just build a stream specific computer with where is it? There we go. Oh, they're pentalobe, or they're the star screws all around nowadays. So the first thing that I always do with these is unplug these. I know it's not like the main power, but I still unplug them. So let's do that. And this is where I normally use a spudger, this guy, but a hooked one. I don't suggest using metal like I'm about to, but I'm being very careful. And then the next step that I usually do is all of the ribbon cables. And if you have never taken apart a Steam Deck or anything with ribbon cables, just be very careful, because they're thin, they're fragile. It'll be exciting to oh, this is this way now, is it? Yeah. It'll be exciting to actually mess with the OLED aspect of this. The 2 seconds I've seen it on, kind of nice. So far the poll, I'm trying to see. I did the popped out chat this time. Oh wow, the chat has updated. All right, hold on. I'm reading. I'm chatting. I'm catching up on your chat. Sorry. All right, we did the Japan delivery. Shoulder buttons are better. Appreciate you, Savel. Appreciate all of you guys. Lower the stream delay. How do I do that? If you let me know. Settings. I'm in settings on OBS. I click stream and there's not a lot I can do on that end. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the chat. Let me know if you know how to do that in OBS. And I'll try to do that. Power LED. Is it RGB? I saw that it shines through the fancy case. Here, I'm gonna turn this one on. Okay, so do as I say, not as I do. You should probably turn off your Steam Deck if you're gonna take it apart. I've done this like a billion times and things have been fine, so I tend to be a little lax, but this one I should not be. Anyway. Hold on, I'm checking up, I'm checking up. Ooh, Carrot. I recognize your profile picture from Twitter. How you doing? So far, the only difference on the button feel is the Steam and the quick access menu button. On my end, at least. What I can tell. So yeah, we are back to ribbon cables. They're a little sleeker looking. I'm just gonna do both sides while I'm in here. Wake from sleep with controllers. Ooh, that would be cool. Witty, thank you for being new. I appreciate you stopping by. I think the last live stream I did was the Linus Tech Tips Day, and it ended up being 7 hours. I was hoping for this one it won't be as long because I have a lot of work to do before Black Friday. But I also don't want to like rush and be like, hi guys, okay, bye. So a nice middle tier stream would be cool. Almost done here with the ribbon cable section. And so I haven't like looked up, I know there's been a couple teardowns online. I haven't looked them up. I figured it'd be nice to be surprised. And it's pretty similar so far to the other one. See, this is where I wish I had my other torque, or my other spudger. Let me double check real quick if I can find that. I'll be right back. Again, I don't want to like mess with it. All right, I didn't find it quickly, so anyway. This is quite a funny stream, huh? It's like, because it's live, you have to expect problems and issues and whatever and just roll with the punches. I'm glad that a lot of you guys are chill, so it doesn't really matter, you know? We're all in here to just hang and do nerdy shit like this. So if you're ever taking your triggers off, there's like a certain area, and it's on my guide on my site. I'll have to make a new guide for the OLED. But there's like a little area that you just kind of have to put something, and it separates the two pieces, and then you rock it to the side, and it will come out. You don't break anything. There's a spring that could fly out. It looks like there's a new spring. Look at this. Hello, this spring is new. Someone mentioned earlier that these buttons feel better, and that's probably a contributing factor. And also this is connected over here now to this board. File, okay, settings, file advanced stream delay. Let's check this out. Thank you for looking that up. So let's see if I can get this going for you guys. Advanced. Stream delay. Okay, so stream delay says there's a box that says enable, but it's not enabled right now. So what do I do? let me know. This is the stuff I need to figure out, is like, you know, everyone on YouTube, etc. is like, you know, super pro with all of that. And I'm like, I know camera stuff really well, like was a professional photographer for a bunch of years before all this stuff. But I never like took the time to learn this kind of thing. All the stream settings, etc. So, and this is normally magnetic. It's interesting that these are not. I wonder if the screws are made out of something else. So what I'm doing now is taking the new stick module out first, because if it's anything like the other Steam Deck, that's what you do. Here's the new stick module. Hold on, I gotta see my camera. There it is. I will say that the thumbsticks, I don't know about you guys, the original thumbsticks were really slippery because this part was kind of flush with the top. There's a little ring now, and that feels pretty nice. Does anyone actually use the capacitive thing in here. It's what that blue wire is. Does anyone actually use that? I don't use that. All right, so it looks like main board next. Man, I wish I had my overhead shot. I'll try to keep this as in frame as I can. Maybe I'll have to like fake it here. Not fake it, but set it up so that you guys can see it a little better. A pseudo overhead shot is my goal here. This is so dumb. You know what? It'll work though. Hold on. Roll with the punches. All right. I'm putting my right hand so I can see. Where are we? I will sacrifice my standard viewing angle for you, because I care about you guys, you know? All right, so I'm gonna take apart this board and then get to this, because it looks like it's underneath. I think normally I would take this off and then get to this and then take off the main board, but it's different, you know? Good to see they still included one small screw. This is a smaller screw than standard. Actually, on the other side, a small screw, I mean, you can't, it's that way. I'm not gonna move the whole camera setup right now. Don't be afraid to take apart your Steam Deck. A lot of people, you know, they treat this, like replacing the buttons, as like this huge mod. And I guess it is for a lot of people, but it's not too bad. I'm a little biased because I've done it like at least 50 times, probably closer to 100. Let's see. Main board. It looks a little smaller than the previous gen. Focus, focus, focus. Come on. Oh, it's because I'm zoomed. Bear with me. Main board on the left side. Oh, something to note, because with any button swap, not just mine, if this thing is misaligned, if this is misaligned, you can take this off, it's fine. Then it makes this button feel bad. So, all right, let's see. The vote is in. Ooh, Hall effect. All right, so everyone wants the smoked one. Let's end the poll. Thank you for playing. So we're gonna just start throwing them in. We have, so Steam's buttons say Steam. If you're new here, hello. Steam's buttons say Steam. Focus. Come on. If you're new here, the Sony ZV-1 is supposed to be the good camera with this kind of stuff, and it isn't always the good camera. All right, come on. Anyway, it says Steam. Mine say menu, because I didn't want to get sued. I care about Valve. They might know I exist by now. They should. I mean, Touch Protect's been around forever. So I know that some of their employees have Touch Protect, because I've heard from them. Let's see, let's see. All right, so that one's done. I see one here that's similar to the old version. Thankfully, the SD card, I didn't have time to put one in yet. So I didn't do that. I almost did though. I forget if it was on stream or not. I don't think it was. I got lucky and it just like flung onto the floor somewhere, and I couldn't find it for a little bit. But you know, I thought like, oh, I'll never do that, and then I did that. So it's nice that this is its own component, because I was worried that like this would be annoying, the spring. So we got that. We're on the D-pad side, so you get to see that. Let me see. I'm giving it a quick look because I know the D-pad's inside and out. You know, you had to reverse engineer them to make it happen, so. Not bad. So one thing that's interesting about the D-pads of this, if you look inside here, will it focus? No. There you can kind of see. If you look inside this rim, this is raised. It's like it's almost like someone put a ball and pushed this way. So that doesn't sit flush. And how that works is people always say like, hey, your D-pad is like, it's missing a piece. And the funny thing is the stock one is too. These are designed off of the original Valve hardware. So this area that hangs on the very edge of the shell, this way, this shell, it's purposely missing a piece. And so are mine. And how that works is it needs to be able to like do this, move around a little bit. It's never going to be like super tight. And that's just how they designed it. So it all fits inside this like raised area. I wish I could show that on camera. If you take your Steam Deck apart, you'll see. There's an edge here that's raised and it's not going to focus. So I'll just skip that. But yeah, that's how the D-pad works. Part of the whole like reverse engineering thing was a lot of trial, and the D-pad was like so hard. It took a long time. I like put it off for a while too because I was working on the other stuff, and I was just like, all right, this is the D-pad week at least. It took a while. Front plate seems tough. It seems like I'm reading the chat right now. V said that the swapping everything pretty much except for the front plate is hard, or is easy. Apparently they fixed that for this one. At least for like this, if you want to swap the screen, it shouldn't be as hard, which is good. So this still has a tab here. Zoom, 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 zoom. There's a tab right here, and you kind of have to rock the whole thing into it. This part was like really annoying at first. So it looks like it's a little harder on this one, but not too bad. So there's a post under all these ribbon cables, and this hole right here, start there, rock it this way so that it goes under the tab, I believe. Hold on. You're watching me do this for the first time, so this is what I'm hoping. Yep, okay. And then it will drop in here, and you're good to go. This part, if you're new to taking these apart, that part is, you won't get it first try, and that's okay, because you're learning. But that wasn't too bad. Like one extra step, sort of. Let's get this back. This is another, like, I'll have to keep an eye on where these screws go. In the first edition, do I have a light here? I had a light on my desk somewhere. The first edition had little arrows that pointed where the screws go, and it looks like they decided to get rid of those. That was actually very useful. Oh, there's an arrow here, so maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. All right. It's annoying. I like the new screws. They're not magnetic. At least, maybe this tip isn't magnetic. This screwdriver set came with a thing to magnetize the tips. So I'm trying to be careful here. There we go. Ooh, nice, Ray. How you doing? Did you get an OLED or did you get the standard? So far, it looks like the buttons are the same, which is incredible. Back, if you guys are new to my online happenings, I started a company called Color Controllers in 2012, and I used to paint video game controllers, airbrushed them, and me being me, I took it to the extreme where I like learned how to use car paint and airbrush, and I rented out a studio in Philly, and I had a paint booth in there. It was like a big ordeal. Yeah, if you're new to that, my world, I forget why I was even saying this. Oh, you know why I'm saying this. So back in the day, in the painting controllers days, Sony, when the PS4 came out, this is how old it was, they kept revising their shells for their PlayStation controllers, PS4, and it would screw me over because I usually didn't like buy all the cheap shells from China. I used to like, you know, buy original controllers, take them all apart and paint the original shells. But they kept changing the internals, and like sometimes you have broken controllers, so I had extra shells and stuff, and it started to get a mess because they revised the internals like 5 times, I think. It was like quite a pain. So I'm really glad that it seems like Valve didn't screw me over here, which is incredible, because I was worried. I was like, this is either going to be awesome and the OLED's going to rule, or it's going to turn into an ordeal. I mean, we're not out of the woodwork yet. We still have one other side, but I'm really hoping that they did that. Ooh, yeah, Party Black. They're probably up there on my favorite. I mean, it's tough because I can't ever keep any of them in my Steam Deck too long because I always have to change them up and take pictures and whatever. But Party Black were the first set. I did the hollows, and then I was like, this is amazing. Never wanted to take them out. And then Party Black happened, and then I didn't want to take those out. So I agree with you. I'm glad they came today, by the way. Ooh, Dustin's here. What up? Dustin's the OG. He's been to almost every stream. I think might have missed one, maybe. All right, so this half is done, which is cool. Here's the big reveal. I'll zoom out a little. And like, I'll show you a better big reveal later. I did turn on the OLED, and Dustin, I accidentally, in my haste of I'm gonna do the ribbon cables at the end, so let's switch to this side. In my haste of ordering on the day of, I thought I was buying the limited edition with like the transparent shell and all the fun stuff, and I didn't realize that was on a separate page. So I accidentally bought, I guess there's a 1 terabyte version that doesn't have all the fun stuff. So earlier on this stream, I just bought the limited edition one. So maybe there'll be 2 streams. Someone mentioned the SSD. It's under here, right? I forget if you're still here. I know you said you had to go. I might save that for the OLED one, or the sorry, the limited fancy one, just because I don't want to mess this one up. And if I mess up my own, it'll be fine. So yeah, basically I screwed up and I have to get another Steam Deck. This is the small screw, if you're new here. Boop. All this stuff, I'm gonna probably make another guide specifically for the OLED, just to keep everyone informed. I don't know about you, but like, you go to look up a teardown of something and it's always like, here's a YouTube video, and like, that's great sometimes, but sometimes you just want to look at a quick like written thing. So I try to do both. It takes a lot longer, but I think it's worth it. Here's the other board. Again, smaller than the original. It seems like this guy likes to stick here. So let's remove it. It's okay if you remove it. All right, so this is the trackpad area. Here's the button. This camera does not like me today. Anyway, so if you haven't gotten a set of these by now, if you notice, those are raised, and that was on purpose because the stock ones you can't feel. I mean, they've gotten a little better, they've gotten clickier, which is nice, but I play my Steam Deck in bed all the time, and the very first thing I wanted to do when I was designing these from scratch was make it so you can feel these buttons. So I did that. And I can't imagine using them without it now. Like hitting the menu and the quick access menu buttons in bed again, because I basically wake up, you know, have coffee, have breakfast. I kind of start my days a little slower, and then I go ham until like very late. So by the time I go to play anything, it's usually at night, and I'm usually in bed. So I like being able to feel those things without looking. It looks like they got rid of, on the other one, this right here holds down this area, and it looks like this tiny screw is now separate from this area, which is awesome because, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but like you'd have to unscrew another screw around here that was tiny and not lose it, and then peel this back, which always felt like you're bending it and it's like not great. So I'm glad that they took that and changed it. Boom. Boom. So far the teardown is not bad. I don't know. I didn't look any previous people's teardowns up or anything. I just, you know, it's like, you guys will experience it with me for the first time. But yeah, it's a little easier maybe. The screws are a little different, but it's not too bad. And so far everything is working well. And you're gonna see the big reveal of these. So how these will work, I mean, ideally I'd like to get the other Steam Deck in before selling them. I was planning on doing a pre-order on Black Friday for these new ones. Around the Linus time, you know, it was like a flood of traffic, and if you're new here, a lot of my stuff sells out very quickly. Which is awesome, but it's hard on me to make a bunch of stuff and, like, you know, spend a long time making everything and then sell it. So I actually realized pre-orders were a nice way to plan a little better. It allows me to get more materials if I need to. The materials are pretty pricey, and it allows me to plan a little bit. So I didn't leave anyone waiting too long. Like, I don't take pre-orders and then just like, it'll be 6 months and then it'll show up. Like, we're all Amazon customers now. You expect things quick. So I limit them so that no one's waiting forever. And I try to just go to crazy. But yeah, so I think I'll do a pre-order on these ones. These are, I have like a couple of sets of them, but again, I wanted to get the deck in my hands and see how the colors looked before like releasing them in the wild. So these will be a pre-order, and I think it will be cool. I think pre-orders for someone that does handmade things kind of makes a little more sense after I've tried it a little bit, you know? It allowed me to not worry so much about, like, you know, I'm spending a long time making all this stuff. What if no one buys it, you know? Which thankfully hasn't happened, but it just allows me to, like, sit down and focus and crank out buttons. Heatsink cover. Oh, Rev 2. Which one is this one? Oh, you know what? I got this. This one is like technically my newer one. I have two of this kind. But this one was right before they changed to the black one. My old one, literally like the first batch they sent out, is sitting over there in the background. I have been playing. Ooh, Deckverse, what up? Everyone click his name and drop him a sub. What was I gonna say? I have been playing Call of Duty occasionally with my friend James. I don't think he's up on here today. Ooh, Oni, what's up? You missed. Okay, sorry, I'm like bouncing around in the chat a little bit. Oni, you missed me fake everyone out by opening an old box that I put a brick in. That was kind of funny. But then it backfired on me because I, you know, karma, I accidentally ordered the wrong Steam Deck, so I don't have the cool transparent one. So had to order that one. And yeah. Let's see. Did I... Oh, I put this screw in accidentally. I was wondering because I was looking here. Boom. And as you can see on the top, I'm gonna try to start doing giveaways on YouTube. I feel like the YouTube stuff's fun. So the first milestone is 1,000 subs. So if you haven't subbed, do that. And hold on, I gotta do a little fandangling here. Yeah, so like certain milestones, I'll give away a set. I'm trying to figure out if I should do like a fun exclusive set. So like it'll become pretty rare because you have the 1,000 sub one, and then you have the, I don't know what the next milestone would be, 10,000, maybe probably less, kind of thing. And basically you don't have to like do anything. If you're subbed, you're entered, is the plan there. You know, you got to grow your stuff. So that's the plan. Drop a sub, win some buttons anywhere in the world. Even you UK guys, if you're still here. Because if I'm not physically selling it, then there's no VAT, right? I gotta look that up, obviously. But, that's the plan. Ooh, I've seen Brotato. I really wish, and again, it might be my screwdriver. I wish that these were magnetic, the screws. There we go. Once you get one in, it's fine. Timo, Deckverse is Timo, by the way. Did you order the right one? Or like, which one did you order? Because I ordered the terabyte, but I thought I ordered the terabyte that was the one with all the fun stuff, and I didn't realize it was like a separate page because, you know, everyone was rushing around that day. All right, this is set. Let's zoom out. I'm going to do the ribbon cables facing me, sorry, just because they're important and I don't want to mess it up. So, ribbon cables. What's a good milestone on YouTube to give away a whole Steam Deck? 10,000? That'd be fun. So, come January this year, there's some pretty big news. It'll be cool. It'll be time consuming on my end, but it'll be cool. Since we last hung out, I went to a trade show, a manufacturing trade show, trying to get some tooling done for speeding up my process, and possibly one other thing, we'll see. A lot of people, like, it was a place where, like, you know, people, this is my full-time job, but there's people with, like, office jobs that were sent there from their company. You know, I'm a one-man show. So, you know, dress nice and be presentable, because I've already got a disadvantage of being like, sup, I make video game shit, you know, like, people don't always take you seriously. Long hair, same thing. You know, it's hard to describe what you do to people sometimes. So I went there. Not everyone took me seriously, but a lot of people that, you know, a lot of people liked what I was doing. So we'll see. There's people that go there to get like big medical device manufacturing accounts with like, you know, like megacorp money. And that's probably what a lot of those vendors were there for. But I got a couple takeaways, so hopefully they will help. Ooh. Glossy 512 would be good though. I saw everyone was complaining that this one has the matte finish. But you know what? First turning it on, it looked nice. Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna put these on because I don't need to. If I'm gonna just take them apart. And if I take photos, it won't matter. Just because they're a pain in the butt to take off with the spudger I have until I order another one. So these I will leave off for now, but pretend they're there. Also, yes, these work. Here they are. Ooh. I'm also not like, I guess I could just close it. So here's a big reveal. How do I do this properly? So picture this. Hold on, I'm gonna switch the camera situation. Hold on. Hi. So, picture this, but with no smudges on the screen and with the fancy edition. And also this, I have a light right here. So actually, let me handheld this. Maybe that'll work a little better. Ah. All right. Because it's limited edition, we have a lightly smoked D-pad that does that, which I was like so hyped on. And then we have orange accents. And then we have smoked face buttons. I think they look cool. This will be up for pre-order because I have a couple of sets in the works or ready to go. But here's my games. But yeah, I would like to see these in the limited edition version of the Steam Deck. I think it looks cool. I thought about doing a Discord. My friend runs oneupkeyboards.com, and he has a Discord, and I was asking him about it because I was like, how do you like keep up with all of that, you know? So gotta talk to him about that a little bit. I think these look cool. What do you guys think? Let's switch to this camera. Here's a zoomed out version. What do you think? This camera doesn't autofocus, so I could do this. But of course, then the light is not correct. You know what camera autofocus is? The one in the ceiling that gave us issues earlier. I like that. I just picture that on the thing. I think that's like really freaking cool to me. I gotta say, so this is the matte finish, and this is a 64 gig that I threw. I forget if I threw an SSD in this one. I have two 64 gigs. The other one has a SSD. I think this one doesn't. But I threw a matte finish screen protector on it only because I have to shoot photos of them, and it saved a little bit of time in editing. But you know what? OLED is really bright and nice. This is like cool. I like this. Oni, oh man. I feel like I talked to you, maybe it was you. And yeah, I think I will do the D-pad separate as well. I have to stock up. These are like the glossy molds. These are new to me. Glossy's harder. I have to like polish and whatever, but they look awesome. I'll do glossy sets. I'm just saying in 2020 because they're a lot of work. But yeah, glossy lets you do cool stuff like that. Ooh. It's almost like a Gen 2 of Holo. There's a couple of surprise D-pads coming Black Friday as well. So keep an eye out. Focus, focus. So the other set I had in mind for this was these guys. If you're new, if you popped in a little late, they're orange. I guess I'll switch cameras again. They're orange, but they have a little bit of sparkle to them. They're matte finish, all of them. Focus. But they have some silver in them. Let me know what you think. Ooh, guys, Ramblecan's here. If you're unfamiliar, he is the Steam controller OG. Which, P.S., I reached out to you on Twitter. I wanted to get you some buttons sent your way. Because I know you got a deck, so let me know. But yeah, so that's the plan, is I'm going to do pre-orders for this set. I want to make sure, I'm not going to go into like production mode quite yet. I want to make sure that the colors line up. But you know what? Actually, this is a good way to tell, which I didn't realize. So here's my orange. You know, all of the colors I do are hand mixed. So there's going to be a slight variation between batches, but for the most part, they're pretty similar. So this is a good indicator that I was onto the right thing just from photos. I actually was lurking a bunch of people's videos because I was like, I thought they were red, but they're orange. There's the orange that I did. And there's the orange that it's not going to focus. There we go. Not bad, huh? Mine has a little bit of pearlized pigment in it, which you can't really tell, but it just adds like a slight amount of niceness to it, which is cool. Yeah, I think this looks cool. I'm like pretty hyped on this. I'm tempted to throw the orange in this one just to see what it would look like, but this is a half of a Steam Deck at the moment. Party orange. Ooh, thought about it. There will be Holo D-pads coming of this style. There's actually, I have one other thing I've been messing with that I would like to release. It might not be ready for Friday, but pretty soon. I keep forgetting I have coffee. Let me drink it away from the Steam Deck, because the way this stream has gone, you know, there could be some rough stuff. Let me check. I mean, I threw my buttons in. I did notice, so V, I have the very first Steam Deck that came out. I was the first wave of shipments on that one, so I have like the OG one, where those buttons were like really mushy. For the menu and they call it quick access menu, the 3 dots buttons. And they felt mushy and terrible. So this one, the noticeable, and then I have like one other revision pretty later on in the Steam Deck's life where they fixed it. It was like clickier. This one feels even clickier, if that makes any sense. So that combined with my like raised text that I do on these buttons, it's like the king combo. It feels really good, actually. It's like what you would picture, like, oh, this is what it should be, is what it feels like to me. So that's exciting. Yeah, I'm impressed with this. I wonder how long it'll take that second one. Okay, so MA. So he says that Valve says it's red details and it's orange. The thing that got me, that I was very like, wait a sec, you know, when I was like, a lot of the Steam Deck stuff that I've done. A lot of this stuff is like pay attention to small details, really like reverse engineer this stuff. And I got into that mode where I was like, all right, what color is this? It looks red on the valve site. It looks orange in some people's like videos. And I found one video, I forget who they were, but they were at Valve's headquarters and they were talking to someone. And it was like pretty early in the video, maybe a minute and like 30 seconds or something. And they called it orange. Like the Valve employee called it like, oh yeah, and that orange accent. And I was like, confirmed. And then I went ahead and like started mixing my pigments and you know, putting these ones into practice. So yeah, that is a little bit more red. I'll try to dial it in a little more. I think that would just need a little more pigment. I wasn't too sure. I'd like to see what the thumbsticks orange looks like. But yeah, I'm probably going to take pre-orders for this Friday, these ones. And I'll just, you know, let everyone know, hey, I ordered the wrong Steam Deck. I'd like to get it in hand to double check. I will say that I think I'm going to make the smoked accents, like these buttons, a little lighter than what they do for theirs. So that they have a little bit of differentiation, I guess you call it. Because I think that'd look nice. But we'll see. I mean, I gotta get it in hand first. I mentioned, so the Discord idea, I'm friends with a guy that runs oneupkeyboards.com, and he has a Discord, and I was asking him about it because I was like, is this a good, should I do that? Like, I feel like there's so many social media things that I have to keep up with that you know, it's like hard to do all of them. So I was asking him like, how do you even run a Discord? It's like, how do you have the time? Because I'll see him in his, like, popping in and answering questions and stuff. So I have to figure that side of it out, but I'm not opposed to it. I am pretty stoked that I don't have to do this. Matt, standard ones are a little like not as prioritized right now because they're the same amount of work. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, they're the same amount of work and they're cheaper, so I have to make as much money as I can to keep doing this. But I've been trying to, there's a couple, Friday I'm gonna have a couple sets of standard lime green that are coming out. That's like a new color, and I think one other one, I don't remember. I have to double check, but like I tend to do those when I have time, basically, on the side. Because yeah, the demand for all of the other ones is you know, off the chain, I would say. So yeah, that's the deal with standards. I have an idea for the standard line that I'm hoping to implement next year, but it requires a lot of money, so we will see. I'm looking at the chat again. I really want to get that teleprompter from Elgato. R Mills, you said Hawaii. What part of Hawaii are you from? I lived in Oahu for a little bit. If you're on Oahu, go get some banana for me. I always tell people when I send people stuff that are from Hawaii, I tell them, please get banana for me. I forget, I think this is my first stream with a new light. There's a light up here now that's better. I can dim it. It has a grid on it so that there's less spill over here. So that's new. I'm like tempted to throw in those other orange ones just to see. I should take a, you know, photograph these while they're installed though. Maybe I'll throw them. Here's the plan. Pretend this is an OLED Steam Deck. And we'll throw them in this one. How about that? I'm gonna put this one in the case, the new one. Here's the new case. See, I was confused too because I thought that only the like super fancy edition 1 terabyte came with this case. But again, that day was hectic. covered my chat. Whoop. Yeah, I think that would be cool because I have the chat function on my site. And a lot of you guys check in, actually, like some of you. So if you're new to the stream today, or if you haven't been here from the beginning, the last stream was kind of a while ago, and I've been trying to do them every week. The last stream was the Linus one, and it was like 7 hours long. And around that time, I was going through a breakup. So I didn't really, you know, want to be like live on stream. It took a while to want to be like camera ready again, I would say. So I just kind of focused on this stuff, you know, get work done. But some of you guys actually reached out and checked in on me because I went dark a little bit and just like powered through pre-orders. So that was kind of my, where I lost my, here, there. Let me get the tripod. But yeah, it's like, I like that you guys pop in and say hi on multiple streams. I'm not gonna do any that say Steam on them because I don't want Valve to Nintendo me, if that makes any sense to you. Originally, when I first made these, and some of you have heard this story, when I was designing them, here, we'll switch to this guy. When I was designing them, I didn't know what to put when I got to that. And it was like this big, like, what do I do? Week or two long thing where I didn't know. Oh, I should unplug everything. I didn't know what to do. And I recorded a video sitting at this desk with my phone. And I was recording it for Gabe Newell. And it showed me, like, here's what I'm working on. It took me like half a year, and I don't know what to put on this button right here, the Steam button. And but it was like a minute long video. It was like, hey, what's your advice? Like, last year I dealt with a lot of people stealing the Touch Protect name, and it's trademarked, and, like, you know, it was like, I care about that stuff. And I recorded this like long ass video to send to Gabe Newell, and then I got too scared, so I didn't. Then I made him say menu. So yeah, I don't want to do that. I originally also, this was going to be steamdeckbuttons.com, and then the day before I was like, nope, I'm gonna make it Deckbuttons. I still have that URL, it still goes to Deckbuttons, but that was another like, wait a sec, I don't want to piss off a company that I really care about and has been a part of my life since I was little. Since I was taking my computer tower to my friend's house to upload or to download Half-Life. I think when Half-Life 2 came out, there was a day one update and I didn't have cable internet yet. So I took my whole ass tower and CRT monitor to my friend's house. I'm reading Ray's thing, Rev 2 shell variants. I'm reading. Ooh, seems like everyone's getting their deck either today or like by Friday. How Big Schwans, how was your order experience the day of? I had an alarm set, I had like multiple computers up, I had my phone up, and in my haste, I didn't realize I was ordering a standard edition 1 terabyte. I thought I was ordering the limited one, so I just ordered one on this stream. Thankfully, they are not sold out. Oh shit, hold on, these are the new triggers, I'm putting them somewhere else. All right, Time for the OG teardown. I'm gonna do this one quick because I've done it like 1,000 times. Let's zoom in. Zoom! And I'll do it upside down, just for you. If you're following me on Twitter, you know the saga behind this port right here. I kept telling everyone they made this port right here, the power thing, cheaper. So be careful with it. And then I rushed and I broke it. So then I soldered it back. My soldering iron is like, it has the same soldering tip in it that I've had since high school. So it's like not good for this stuff. So it was kind of dumb, but I fixed it. It worked. I should probably get a hot air reflow thing. But we're going quick. Oh, you know what they got rid of in the new one? Will this camera focus on it? Probably not. The big boy screw, where is it? It's not going to focus. There's a big fat screw that they got rid of in the new one. RIP. Man, this one's magnetic. Anyway. Yeah, we're throwing in the other orange. This will be good too because I can take photos of it installed. This particular Steam Deck tends to be dead every time I go to use it. What's even in here? I don't remember. Party black. We got a party black. Boom. Here's the new orange. And if you're if you've never installed these, don't do them how I'm doing them now, which is very hastily. Because it's unnecessary. Don't break your stuff. I made a video and I never released it, and it was like dumb. And you know, I'll probably make it a short where I did a button swap. I think it was just the D-pad side maybe. And I was trying to do it in under 10 minutes, and I did it. But it was like very aggressive. Man, I wish I would have known that there was a different like, oh man, I messed up on this order. But it's fine. Now I can say at one point I owned 4 Steam Decks. Except I'll probably return the other one. I'm curious to see what this orange looks like. Pretend it's in the new OLED one. Rock it into place. This is the hardest part if you've never taken apart your Steam Deck. Do you guys remember me saying that earlier? My dog's in the background like coughing. You probably can't hear it. This screwdriver is a... I don't even know the name. A no-name Amazon branded thing that I got like 4 years ago. It's got like micro USB on the back. It works well. The case is magnetic, but it's not designed quite as good as it could be. So like it always wants to fall apart. But it works good for this stuff. I'm just gonna skip a screw here. Cause I don't give a heck. Can't keep you guys waiting. Whoa, super aggressive Steam Deck button install. Oops. But yeah, if you're new here, hello. I make Steam Deck buttons. How's it going? Got some cool updates coming up. Maybe, I don't know exactly when in January, but sometime in January. Oh, I forgot. So on this one, this screw is stripped. The hole for the screw. So I don't even need it. You don't need all these screws, you know. They're nice to have, but you don't need them. You need some of them. You just don't need all of them. Don't listen to this advice. Good night, Timo. I will link up with you later. I'm sorry I've been like MIA. I just went crazy on pre-orders for a couple of weeks, and you know the breakup thing, but we're back, so we shall chat. Thank you for stopping by. All right, this one is pretty much done. Minus that one screw. What did everyone do today? Tell me your whole day. I'll tell you mine while I wait for you to respond. Woke up and my dog was being needy. And then I shipped a bunch of stuff. I stayed up pretty late. If any of you got your order emails at like 1:30 in the morning or something, it's because I was getting everything ready for today. So I did that, and then I woke up, had some coffee, and then went and shipped everything. And then came down here. I checked it was funny, I went to ship stuff, and then the deck, I pulled out of the house, and then basically like less than a minute later, the camera was like, someone's in your porch, and it was the Steam Deck getting delivered. So I went to the closer post office. Sometimes I go to the further away one because I know the guy. And I was gonna go there, but instead I went to the closer one, and then I came home. I did a lot of setup for this stream, trying to get, there's a camera up in the ceiling. I just realized you can't see anything, sorry. I did a lot of setup for this stream, and then the stream started poorly. And I thought it was the new software I did for multicam, so I closed it. So there's no overhead cam right now. Things of note for next stream. If I'm gonna try to figure out if there's like a delay that I can turn off, because I thought I had that off. So that's something I want to turn off if it's on. And I want to, I don't know, I always want like 1,000 cameras, but it's not quite what will happen right now. All right, one side done. Do you want a sneak peek? There's your sneak peek. It's blurry. Hey, that sounds like a good life. Ben just woke up and existed, and now he's here. Appreciate all of you for showing up, saying hi. A lot of you have been here multiple times, which is always awesome. It's so cool. It's like our own little modder community. I went like, so all right, Linus Tech Tips video happened. Then I took a bunch of pre-orders within reason. Again, I don't want to like take too many that I'm like not able to fulfill them. So I took a bunch, and then I literally, that's pretty much all I did until like recently. And then after the stream, I'm gonna try to not stream for like 100 million hours like I always do, because I have more stuff to do. And then tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Gonna see some family. It's hard because like my family wants to see me, which is understandable. But I'm like, oh, I have so much work to do. It's hard to turn this stuff off sometimes, because you got a lot of people counting on you and stuff. I did take a day off this past Saturday, and I did, what did I do? I went to a thing called Bar Camp, which is like they call it an unconference. It's like everyone shows up, and then they put on a board really early in the morning. Hey, this is what I want to talk about. And then, oh, I gotta trim this a little bit. There. Where do I have to trim you? Hold on. I rushed these ones earlier today. Hold up. We're back. It's like a conference where everyone shows up and they get there early and they write on a board what they want to talk about. It's a lot of like tech people go there, and then they, at like 10 maybe in the morning, they make a schedule, and then you can just show up to people's talks and like learn about whatever they want to talk about. And then afterwards, everyone like goes out and it's fun. And you get to meet a bunch of really smart people. It's at Wharton Business School. So I did that on Saturday, which meant then on Sunday, I had to double down and like go crazy. I think I stayed up till like 2 in the morning working on stuff. So it's kind of hard to take a day off right now. This is like, you know, the busiest time of year for any shop, but it's even harder when you make your own stuff. So, you know, it's just me. Ooh, Dragon Ball set would be fun. Where did I need to trim? Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't even need to do that. Oops. Anyway. Friday. Damn, you got a holo set. They're rare. I was trying to get some holos made for them, but I didn't have a lot of the film, and my vinyl cutter was eating a bunch of it, and I just didn't have them. Anyway, so the plan for Friday is restocks on some of the stuff that already exists, and then a couple of special D-pads that I've been working on that are pretty fun. Pre-orders for, where is it? I already put it in the case, but I'll show you. Pre-orders for this. Ooh, what up? The Steam Deck is good. I ordered the wrong one. Oops. So, pre-orders for these guys. If I'll zoom out real quick. For everyone new. This is it's supposed to be for the limited, I mean, you could put it on any of them, but this is an OLED Steam Deck. Check out that D-pad. I think it's showing up. Yeah, it's showing up. Kind of. The bright light it's not as great in bright light, but let's block some light with my hand. Cool ass D-pad. Smoked ABXY. So these are going to be pre-ordered. The pre-order will go up on Friday. You guys get the sneak peek because you're here. I feel like the streams always get the preview. And then some cool D-pads. Boom. Oh, you know what? Wasn't paying attention. Word of advice. Pay attention when you're doing this so that you don't put the board in and then forget to put the actual buttons in. Oops. Ooh, Party Purple and Atomic. Are you the guy that posted them on Reddit? Someone posted them on Reddit a day or two ago, and they put it in an Atomic Purple shell as well. And I saw it because, you know, when you're buying something from me, you're buying from someone who actually uses this stuff and like cares about the shit. So I was on Reddit and in the Steam Deck sub, and someone posted it, and I saw it and I thanked them. And then I asked him what case he had, because it looked like mine, but it wasn't quite the same. Boom. All right, let's take out some party blues. Zoom in. My Steam Decks end up like being a mishmash. Like, so the right side was this, which isn't, it's not even like, it's literally like a nothing D-pad. It's not a stock one, but it's not anything good. And then the other side is party blue. And I think the other buttons were party black. Quite a mismatch. What do we got? Y, A, and B. Oh, no, the buttons fit. They work 100%. I need to put it up on the site. This is an OLED one, and here's a set of buttons in here. So we're good to go, thankfully. I was like, man, I hope they didn't change anything. But they fit fine. They work fine. I tried them out. They feel good. The install's a little different. I think it's actually a little easier. I'll do a new install guide as soon as I can. This is like mega busy time, but I'll do that. Oh yeah, all right. So the day of, I ordered this. The first half hour they went live, the whole site was buggy. It was like, you can't add this to the cart. You can add one of them to the cart. It was just a mess. And I didn't realize that there's a limited edition 1 terabyte and a standard 1 terabyte. Because the limited edition one was on its own separate page, and I didn't know that. So the whole time I was like, I gotta get the limited edition, and I like bought what I thought was the limited edition, and it was just the standard, which is fine. I mean, it's still really, the screen was like, I'm very impressed. I didn't have a Switch OLED or anything, so I'm like, ooh, this looks good. But yeah, earlier in the stream, I noticed that, or everyone helped me notice that, and then I bought, thankfully it's not sold out, so I bought the limited one. So we're good. We just have to wait a little longer, which kind of sucks. I am so glad that they fit, because I was like, this will be a lot of work. And I've already been talking to some people on some things that, like, I wouldn't want to have to change it again. Or, like, you know, I'd have to come up with one, ideally, that fits both. But thankfully, they just all fit. And sorry again that the camera thing sucks. I'm, like, tempted to launch that program again, but I don't want it to lag the whole stream if that is the case. But I do have an SLR above me, hovering above me, that was supposed to be a really nice overhead cam. It's like my good camera. It's a 5D. But I don't want it. The stream started quite rough with it was basically apparently like a slideshow. So I don't know if that was the case or what caused it, but I'm afraid to relaunch it and try it. Boom! Where do we get this? Boom. If you have a magnetic screwdriver, it's really nice. The OLED, I don't know if it's the tip or if it's the screws, but it wasn't magnetic for me. I think it might be the tip, because I just tried with this tip and it worked on the external case screws. How many of you have a stock Steam Deck that you've never opened? My guess is less than the people here that have taken theirs apart. Pow. Should I make another poll that's like, should I put the shoulder buttons on this one? This one I think I will put the shoulder buttons on. I wonder how quickly, I mean, they shipped this other OLED one pretty quick, so I'm hoping that the fancy one comes pretty quick. My plan was to like update my Amazon listings and stuff too, like all the photos, which is its own task, but I gotta wait. I should tweet out that the buttons work in the OLED. I think I'll do that. Really quick. Okay, sent. It's almost time for the big reveal of these orange ones. What do you guys think of the orange with a little bit of silver flake in it? Yes? No? Let me know. I thought it made them feel a little more special than just like standard orange. But let me know what you think. Been toying with a couple other ideas as well. Ooh. My tips are... I just made a tweet. My tips are for taking apart a Steam Deck is don't do it as hastily as I do it. But don't be afraid of it. Like a lot of people, you know, they'll buy the buttons and then they'll wait and then they'll do a bunch of mods at once, which is also fine. You know, it's so normal to me to take this thing apart and do all this. But for a lot of people, it's like they want to do it once, and that's fine. But don't be afraid of it because it's not too bad. Obviously, be careful, but it's not bad. I wouldn't do it live on stream if I was afraid of it, I guess, or if it was like super difficult. Be careful here on the OLED or on the standard. Right here. Don't use metal. I mean, I did today, but don't. And pry this way very carefully. It seems like the OLED one, this part's a little stronger. The very first gen Steam Deck, this was pretty solid. And then this one is like a mid-gen refresh, kind of later. Right before they made this part black. And these felt really weak. I honestly would maybe like, if I would have thought of it beforehand, I would have dabbed some like hot glue or something. Sorry, I'm burping. Dabbed some hot glue or something right there because I ended up breaking this one. It won't focus. Why doesn't this ever focus? I ended up breaking this one and then soldering it. It's actually, I didn't even put it all the way in this time because I don't care. But I don't want to break it again. So be careful there. Everything else is fine. Don't lose your springs either. I've been rushing and you have to pry this out, and there's a guide on my site, and I'll make a new one for the OLED. But you have to pry this out. You put a thing right in between. You can't really tell. Check the guide. There's a spot that you put something to pry it with. And if you go crazy and do it too fast, you will make a spring fly across the room, so don't do that. Those are my pro tips. Because I'm a professional Steam Deck taker aparter. Anyway, this is done. Oh, and take your SD, if you have an SD card, take it out. Very first thing you should do. I wish I don't have a cloth with me. So you're gonna have to deal with a smudgy screen. Okay, that looks cool. Hold on, I'm gonna switch the camera because this one's easier to do close-ups with. I'm gonna back it up first. Are you ready? Look, I also have handheld with face cam, dual angle. This looks cool. They have a little bit of silver in them, sparkle. Ignore my fingers. I've been sanding a lot, so my hands are so dry. Hard to tell with really bright light on it. And that's Touch Protect Waterfall doing its thing. Still my favorite one, I think, as of late. What do you think? I wonder if it'll... You see those 3 dots? Oh, now it's just my face. Anyway, I think this looks cool, actually. I wasn't sure before I installed them. I was like second guessing the sparkle, but I think it makes it look nice, actually. It's kind of hard to tell on a stream, I would assume. No, yeah, so Ben, someone on Twitter, I don't know how to say your name, B1FD. Someone on Twitter, I tweeted out when I broke mine, and thankfully I just fixed it, I soldered it, but I tweeted it out and they said that they ended up, I have 2 screws extra right now. They said that they managed to find one on eBay, so maybe do that. Maybe, I don't know. I was gonna do that, but I'm trying to handheld this. Maybe this will work. What do we got? What do we got? All right. Here it is in like not as bright light. I think it looks cool. I think it'll look pretty cool with the limited edition. Maybe someone would consider it being too orange. I don't know. Should I also do a smoked gray set or whatever with sparkles in it as well? It'd be cool to do like a dual set, but that would be really hard inventory wise, because it'd be like, I made this, you know, it would be tough. But it would be kind of cool to have a smoked gray with, I think the sparkles are cool. I'm a sucker for that stuff though. Back in the car paint, or not, the controller paint days, I used to paint my car chameleon and stuff. And I don't have a background in that, I just like taught myself. And it looked pretty cool. So I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. Switch back. Down. Yeah, I think I like this. Nacho color. Should I call him Nacho? I don't know if people would like that, but I like it. What's I forget your name, I'm sorry. What happened in Korea today? What'd you do? What's a typical Korean day like? I want to go there one day. I'm checking my tweets. I see Scott liked it. Thank you, Scott. Scott, do you have a Steam Deck yet? Have I asked you this? I feel like I asked you this every time. This is warm now, by the way. It was, I made a latte and then I also put cold brew in it because I was like, today has to be very busy. This is my, I think it's only my second coffee today. I like the new case. It's a little weird that they also included the external case. I mean, I understand why, because some people, like, it makes sense, but let's see. I'm a little not used to it. Internal, oh, Velcro. Velcro. That's why. It's not a bad implementation. I like that they made the back more deliberate. Everyone was questioning, like, what's the deal with this in the original one. So I'm glad that they included this and they made it like, this is what this is for. But yeah, I like the slim case. I think it looks cool. Obviously it will, but like, here's a test. Does the other Steam Deck not OLED fit in the case? Confirmed. Here's the case. Sorry, it's not the fancy one yet. It will be. I forget, who are they? What are their names? Tom Talk? They made one that looked like this recently. I think it was like right before the OLED was announced. I'm turning the OLED on. Ooh, we didn't do a screen comparison. Let's do that. Let's see. Back. Is there battery on this one? Is the real question. I heard the noise. There's some. Let me turn the brightness on both of these up. Oh, I didn't even have the OLED on all brightness. I'm gonna get them on the same page. The colors look more vibrant. I didn't update. I know people were talking about the latest update. I didn't update to see. Wow, it's like way... It's noticeable. I gotta say that. Other camera, handheld. Let's go. So just look at them from this angle first. Can you guess? Can you guess which one is OLED? Because it's the top one. And then here it is from above. Can't really tell as much. Maybe if I turned off my other light, or I turned the brightness down on them. LCD, OLED, LCD. It's hard to tell at that angle. Maybe. I don't know. Hard to tell. LCD. OLED. LCD. OLED. Yeah, it's noticeable, I have to say. I was a little concerned about the matte finish. I mean, it looks awesome to me. So, I don't know. Is that the drive, Ben? Ben said there's two different OLEDs, Samsung and BOE. I wonder which one I have. I don't want to like take this one apart because I'm going to get the other one. Back. Man, this looks good. Anyway. Yeah, so these are the two buttons that I would like to do. I'm touching the screens and they're going crazy. I actually didn't update this one. What am I on this one? About. This one's on 3.4.10. This is a standard one. My other one back there, it has a Windows install on it. It's dual boot. That one I've been afraid to update because I don't want to like redo all the Windows stuff, or not redo it. I know that there's ways you can. It like doesn't it like uninstall Steam sort of, and there's like a fix for it. I was just like, I don't want to deal with that. So I haven't updated either of them. This one doesn't have anything custom though. Like maybe I'll just update this one now. I'm gonna plug it in too because it has how much percentage? It has 28%. So let's update this live. So exciting. Live update. Pretty cool, huh? I like the orange. I like this more than I thought I would like this, the orange. Even on the standard one. Ooh, desktop mode. Should I do that? Let's do that. Teach me live. All right, off. Oops, I didn't hold the button. It's been a while since I've had to desktop mode anything. All right. Oh. The vent smell is still good. Hold on, my music stopped. I actually noticed in time this time. I need to make more background stuff. All right, here we go. Switch to desktop. Do I need a keyboard or can I do the on-screen? Walk me through figuring out which I have. All right, close all this. Oh, you know what kind of sucks? I didn't install the trigger, so that's annoying in desktop mode. We'll just deal with it for now. All right, I'm in the desktop on the OLED. What do I do? I guess I could Google it too. Which is the better one, Samsung or BOE? That's a question for you. Imagine I juked all of you guys and I actually unboxed a PlayStation Portal. All right, let's see. Command Steam Deck OLED. All right, let's see. Panel suppliers. Yeah, which is a better panel? This seems like I will need a keyboard and a mouse. Thoughts? Someone on Reddit says the Samsung one is the better of the two. That's like everyone freaks out about the fan in the very beginning Steam Deck. Which that was like a little more valid because it was louder. I have headphones on, so I can't tell. I think the fan is not as loud in this one. Time check, 6:42. I'll probably hang out till 7 and then I should get more work done. Just so you guys know. Because I'm really good at hanging around until I'm fully exhausted and it's like 2 in the morning. So I'm going to try to not do that this time. I've got some photos I need to take. Things to sand. Etc. A lot to do today. I can't believe I bought another Steam Deck. All right, this one is going back to game mode. I guess it doesn't really matter what panel it is because it's not going to be my main one. It's cool that they include a cloth now. Pretty nice. Yeah, I'll take some photos of this one and then I will take photos of the other one, the orange. Yeah, the PlayStation Portal seems I don't want it. I've done the Steam Deck Chuck High or whatever it's called. And it works fine. I don't love game streaming because a lot of the games I play, like, I don't want them to lag a little tiny bit. Like, even like a tiny bit of input delay, I'm like, ugh. So, not for me, but I guess I just updated this. It looks a little better, I think. I don't know. Now I'm used to the OLED. Not used to it, but I'm looking at both. It does look a little more contrasty now in this update. This was like the big update, wasn't it? I'm trying to think of which. Hold up. Ha! Throw some touch protect. Confirmed. Confirmed. They work. I should pin that. I'm gonna pin that. Party emoji. Gotta do the party emoji. Gotta Google it. Pinned comment. Hold on. Copy. How are you, green burbs? What'd you do today? You know what I did? I thought I ordered the right Steam Deck, the like limited edition one, and I ordered the 1 terabyte standard, which I didn't even know was a thing. So then I ordered the limited edition one. And now it's got touch protect on it almost. Boom, there we go. So here's the OLED deck with a new set of buttons installed. Here it is with a better view. Cool D-pad. Orange accents. And smoked. Yeah, this is an OLED one. The install and the teardown is, I think it's a tiny bit easier. So that's a good news. And it wasn't too bad. It took probably around the same amount of time, maybe like a little less. I don't know. I'm a bad judge for that because I do them a lot. Yeah, I'm so happy for that. And yeah, the Metal Master thing is definitely part of that. Is like, if they were not gonna fit, then I was like, all right, I have even more work to do. So I'm like so thankful that they fit. Because yeah, that is like extremely apparent that has to happen now. Like originally when I mentioned that, it was like this would help, and now I'm like, this has to happen because I burned through molds. Like they last about a month, and I push them pretty hard, and they last about a month maybe. So to have to stop and spend 3 days making new masters and molds, like, you know, I have to build up a mold library every month. So to not deal with the printing, sanding, all that, like, dream come true. Thank you, Quinn. Thank you for stopping by. Oh no, Green Verbs, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna return yours? Oh, I see. I just read your comment even further. Yeah, I didn't know that the LE version was on a separate page. Someone earlier, when I was unboxing it, someone mentioned that, and I didn't realize that. Because, you know, it was like it was like a crazy ordering time, you know? Everyone was like, it's not working, add whatever you can to the cart, and I was part of that. So I was bummed. Yeah, I like Waterfall. My favorite. You didn't see that. This is my this is not OLED, so it's fine. How many of you have dropped your Steam Deck? Actually, my original Steam Deck has some battle scars. I forget which side. I think it's this side. Because I was heading out. What was I doing? I was heading to my friend's warehouse, the one up keyboard guy, and I was like rushing around. I think I like updated Sound Voltex, which is a rhythm game, Japanese music game, and I bumped it. It was like on a table, and I bumped it. Hello, I know you're hungry. Gotta feed the puppy at 7. What time is it? 6:49. Got 10 minutes, and then feed my puppy. But yeah, I dropped it on the floor, and it still works, so it's fine. But don't drop your Steam Decks. They're like a tool to me. They're fun. Like, you know, obviously I enjoy using them, but at the same time, they're also somewhat of a tool to me, so I can't be too bummed about that kind of stuff. Same with the camera. Like, my cameras get used heavily. They're a tool. The puppy's here. Look. She's hungry. Puppy stream when? Maybe next time. I'd like to do metal buttons. All that stuff is like, it just depends on if I would have to maybe do some sort of pre-ordery situation, because even like, you know, everyone thinks like, oh, just like get a couple, and you kind of can't. You have to. There's like tooling and like all that stuff, so it ends up being like thousands of dollars. So if there's enough demand, I'd like to. I mean, it's something I want to exist, so hopefully. Is there a weight difference? I kind of can't tell a weight difference at the moment. How you doing? Profundity? I'm asking everyone that I've never seen here what they did today. So what did you guys do today? Quinn, what did you do today? Also, if you look up here, when I hit 1,000 subs, there's going to be a giveaway of a button set anywhere in the world. You just have to be subbed. You don't have to like do any of dumb stuff. And I haven't figured out what kind yet, but I think it'll be cool. So if you haven't subbed, do that. Oh no. This man's killing his Steam Deck. Thankfully you got the OLED. Don't drop that one. We'll drop the OLED whenever there's like a Steam Deck 2. How about that? I'm curious how many people got rid of their original Steam Deck for the OLED. I'm trying to, isn't that the bezel ooh, the bezel is smaller. That's like nice looking, actually. I like that. Let me see if I can show you. Can you tell? This is like not a good, hold on. Let's do a bezel comparison, shall we? I'm gonna line them up. Ooh, I also see ambient light sensors behind here. I don't know if... Does the original one have that? I don't think it does. Let me show you. Alright. Here's the bezel. You can tell. Note that size, and then note that size. That's noticeable. And then what I'm noticing, it's right here. I hope I can pick this up. How will we do this? There's an ambient light sensor in each corner. I believe that's what that is. And I'm trying to make it show up. See that square? It's like... Now it's not showing up. There's a square right here that you can't see on camera easily. And then there's a square over here too. Oh, You see it? Ambient light sensor, I think. That's not in the corner of the original Steam Decks. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do a ton of research. I just knew I had to get the OLED. You know, I have to test buttons and stuff. So I was like, cool, it's got improvements. Let's go. So that's cool. My dog's name is Opal, and she's crazy, but in a good way. Okay, wow, that seems pretty intense, Quinn. Replace the tubes in a boiler for a steam locomotive. Is that any different? I mean, obviously it's different, but different than a house boiler? Because I'm like afraid of my house boiler. That's something, it's like, a lot of times I'll do things myself, but that is something I will not do myself. Shall I get a third Steam Deck? I'm covering the D-pad because it's secret. Very first gen Steam Deck, the very first shipment they sent. Middle of the road Steam Deck, or no, this is the OLED. So I should switch the two, but that one's charging. So very first one that they ever shipped, like not the very first one, very first shipment, OLED, and then like 3 or 4 months ago, maybe. So that's all three. Sprinkle buttons. Buttons that aren't out yet. And buttons that aren't out yet. Triple deck. This one has a Spigen case on it. For now. I'd go in waves of taking it off, putting it back on. This one's going under the desk because I don't want to accidentally leak something. Something as in a D-pad, but it's part of a bigger idea, a bigger set. But yeah, we got a couple minutes and then I'm feeding the puppy and then getting to work. I ordered a pizza like earlier. It already came and then I ate it, but that's what I'll have for dinner. And then I will sand. I will ideally take photos at night. I mean, it's already night, but you know what I mean. I will ideally do that. There's a D-pad in here that will release on Friday, so keep an eye out. You can't see it. Huh. I mean, I could reveal this one. The thing that's releasing on Friday. It's not... I didn't, like, cut all the flashing off of it. I'd have to reveal it with the other camera, though. Maybe I'll reveal it while it's spinning. How about that? It's not even gonna focus. Whoa, D-pad reveal, Friday. Friday, be there. It didn't even focus. Haha. So there's a... That was like a terrible reveal. Actually. I'm looking at the camera. It's hard to get it to show up well. All right, ready? An actual reveal. Here we go. It's blue and holographic, and it switches to green a little bit. It's like a mix of blue and green. And this one, I didn't cut all the... when you put a mold, there's stuff, you know, there's excess where the two parts meet. So this is, it's not fully trimmed, I guess is what I'll say. See the green? Blue, green, blue, green. And then it's backed by black, because how that works is, especially with holographic colors, but like metallic as well. But definitely, I mean, holographic is the #1 that does this trick with, but if you back with black, it makes the actual effect pop more. Friday. There's one example of something that is going live. And with that, it's 7 o'clock, and the puppy is hungry. Robert, sorry if I'm leaving like right when you got here. Actually, I want to do a set of blue, like similar to alien egg, but like call them whale egg or something, like ocean theme. Those aren't happening Friday, but that's on my list of things to do because I like blue stuff. If someone has a holographic set and they throw it in an OLED, let me know. Like, send me a photo. I don't even own a holographic set. They're very rare, and they'll continue to be. I am gonna drop them like occasionally, but they're just they're a lot of work, so they're hard to do, and there's a lot of ones that mess up. So it's like, I'll put in 10 sets, which is hard to do anyway because you're doing a lot of stuff to get it before it cures, and then you'll get like not 10 sets out of it. So hollows are hard. So if someone has one and they throw it in OLED, let me know.